What are you doing that's nurturing the soil? You can look at all the stuff you losing, because what happens is, watch this. The loss happens suddenly. The growth happens through different time frames. You don't see the growth as fast as you see the fall. And so tonight I want to talk about planting your seed in good soil. All right, like when I think about that idea, when I think about that logic, I think about it from this perspective. Before there was wealth, there was a word. Before there were prophets, not spiritual prophets, but investing prophets, there were planters. And before there was any type of savings account, there was soil. And what I want us to realize is the soil around us can be fertilized, must be fertilized, will be fertilized by each and every one of us on a daily basis. Because that fertilization is the words that we speak. That fertilization is the belief that we believe. Say that again. That fertilization is also the belief that we believe. But the most important part of that fertilization is the action that we take daily. Tonight, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna hoop and holler. I'm not gonna go crazy. I just wanna have a real talk with us because I was so inspired this weekend. Each and every week we come here and we get information. Each and every week we come here and we get one or two tools that make us better. But I want to ask everybody here, what type of action are you taking daily? Jose, there's this plant that I got in my house. And this plant really makes me mad because I water it how I'm supposed to, but every day I walk in the house, leaves fall off of it. And it makes me question myself. Am I not nurturing this plant correctly? Am I watering it too often or not enough? Do I not have the proverbial green thumb that you're supposed to have? I say that to say every day you may be taking some type of action, but is the action you're taking procreating wealth? Or are leaves constantly falling? And the leaves that's falling, are they necessary to be attached to your roots? Okay, let me scope that for you a little bit. As a plant grows, it actually sheds some dead weight. But the weight that it sheds is actually necessary for the growth, because the weight that it sheds also becomes the fertilizer that it uses to grow. The weight that it sheds doesn't fall far from the root. And the world, and the way God put it is so dope that the weight that it sheds also not it doesn't just fall off and it's not usable anymore. The weight that it sheds also becomes the fertilizer used to help it grow. So what I'm saying to you is, some of the things that you losing are necessary to make you grow. Some of the things that you losing are necessary to help you see, oh, I need to go this way. Some of the things that you losing are watch this. Some of the things that you are losing are necessary to help you gain a better perspective on how far you've come. Because you can get so caught up in the moment, you can get so caught up in where you want to go, you forget how far you've. So every leaf that you lose is actually necessary for a certain part of the journey to show you how far you've come, but also how much you gotta grow. So then I said, yo, I'm watering the tree correctly. But my perspective shift one day. It shift when I saw the leaves on the ground, and then I noticed new ones growing. And I stopped doubting myself. And I started telling myself, what you're doing is helping the tree through the different developmental stages. You're helping the tree shed leaves, but also grow new ones. The cycle must keep going. So what you're actually doing, Trap, you're nurturing the soil. So what are you doing that's nurturing the soil? You can look at all the stuff you losing, because what happens is, watch this. The loss happens suddenly. The growth happens through different time frames. You don't see the growth as fast as you see the fall. You don't see the growth as fast as you see the fall. Because when it falls, watch this, Jose, it falls whole. But when it grows in pieces. When it falls whole. But when it grows, it only grows in time frames, in pieces, sporadically. Meaning it grows and then it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. And then it grows and then it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. But when it falls as a whole thing. And one of our biggest problems right now is we're not giving the soil enough time to cultivate the roots. We're not giving the soil enough time to nurture the roots. And so what we start doing is we start making things fall because we are too impatient. We start chopping things down before it's time because we impatient. We look at the growth that something is taking on its journey as premature growth. And because it's premature, we chop it off. And we say, that ain't right, I'm gonna go here. So the reason why you really can't build wealth, the reason why we really not as far as we wanna go financially is because when the seed hasn't grown in the time that we thought it was supposed to grow, we bury the seed or chop it down and we go somewhere else. I can look back at my life right now and things look like they happened all of a sudden. I look back at my life and be like, yo, this was a process. This was before I even quit the job, when I was sleeping on the air mattress, when I was sleeping in the crack house, when I was sleeping in the bando. Like, I got here, but all of that had to take place. Hear me, watch me here. There were phases where I had to shed. There were phases that had to fall off, but nurture me so that I can be here. I didn't just get here all of a sudden. I had to go through different seasons: summer, winter, spring, fall, autumn. I had to go through the different phases. I had to go through the jail phase. I had to go through the gangster phase. I had to go through the sleeping on the air mattress phase. I had to go through sleeping in my great aunt's sofa. I had to go through getting my apartment with nothing in it. I had to go through working a job 6 days a week, 7 days a week, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, 30 days in a row. I had to go through all that because it was nurturing me for this moment. I had to go through shooting the content in the back of my auntie's house. I had to go through that. I had to move up to the living room and I started shooting the content. I had to go through shooting the content in the car. I had to go through, let me get this apartment and shoot it in the front of the apartment. I had to go through getting the building, 6,000 square feet. I had to go through all that to get the 50,000 square feet, and there are phases of me that got to fall off so the new phases can give birth. So I got to keep nurturing the soil. So in order to nurture the soil, you got to also be willing to plant good seeds. You got to plant the good seeds. And you got to be willing. Listen to me. The seed don't stop growing because it's raining. The seed don't stop growing because it's cold outside. Let me make that make sense to you. The seed don't stop growing because the people around him doubting his growth, his potential. The seed don't stop growing because this person ain't support the business. The seed don't stop growing because this person ain't repost you. The seed don't stop growing because your family and friends not buying the t-shirts or not buying the products. The seed don't stop growing because bills is due. The seed don't stop growing because this person doubted you. The seed don't stop growing because sometimes you feel like you can't. The seed don't stop growing. You gotta keep nurturing the seed when you don't feel like it. Keep nurturing the seed when you tired. You got to keep nurturing the seed when you feel a little weary. You got to keep nurturing the seed when you doubt yourself. You got to keep nurturing the seed when you get up in the morning, you feel like I can't do it today. You got to keep nurturing the seed when you feel like everybody done gave up on you. You got to keep nurturing the seed when your mama don't believe in you, your daddy don't believe in you, your sister don't believe in you, your brother don't believe in you, the person you sleeping with in the bed don't believe in you. You got to keep nurturing the seed because the seed is for you. You the potential, not them. God gave you the vision, not them. God told you what was going to happen, not them. God gave you the glimpse, not them. So you got to plant the seed in good soil. Because if you do that, man, the seed don't start growing. So listen, I promise you, I'm not here to make you believe nothing other than you are a good seed. I'm not here to tell you nothing else, but you are a good seed. And you get glimpses of what your future look like. That's God downloading to you what he got for you. That's God telling you what's in store. Now, here's the crazy thing that God does. God will give you a glimpse of the end result without telling you what you got to go through to get it. The end result is to get you ignited. The end result that you see is to get you to move. The end result that you see is to let you know it's possible. But what you got to go through to get it is when he wants you to lean on him. What you got to go through to get it is when he wants you to lean on him. Because by ourselves, we ain't capable. So tonight, I just want us all to understand, you all good seed. And Trappin' Tuesdays, man, we good soil, man.